Something strange is happening right now. Attempts are being made to take down the first video of this investigation on the grounds of copyright infringement, even though it shows only isolated images. We won't stop, however. Instead, we will proceed with caution regarding future videos and be careful about what we show. A full-page clipping from the Pine Valley Herald newspaper, dated Wednesday, May 3, 1978. The article, by Donna Mitchell, highlights the establishment's contrasts under the headline Cedar Creek Family Restaurant. Low cost, high-tech, and made with heart, a promotional photo shows the robots positioned in front of a ball pit. The text emphasizes the location's geographic isolation, a roadside restaurant, and underscores the mystery surrounding its engineering. The characters were custom-built, displaying movements so fluid and lifelike that they were actually unsettling for an establishment of that scale. The introduction of a ball pit adds a classic horror element to the chain's iconography, directly evoking the portals and macabre incidents found in stories from the franchise such as Into the Pit. An edition of the Pine Valley Herald dated Monday, June 4, 1973. The headline celebrates the brand's 10th anniversary and announces an aggressive expansion. A third location is coming soon to Millbrook. This document reveals the exact day the franchise was born, June 4, 1963. We also learned that Cedar Creek evolved from a single restaurant into a small regional chain, the fruit of a dream shared by two local families whose names have been intentionally erased by the passage of time. A final clipping from the Pine Valley Herald newspaper, dated Tuesday, October 18, 1988, announces end of an era. Cedar Creek Family Restaurant to close its doors. The main image shows only the classic black bowler hat with a red band, abandoned on an empty wooden table. After operating for exactly 25 years, the last remaining location, the Millbrook branch, opened in 1973, ceased operations on Saturday, October 22, 1988. Reason whose stand competition was cited as the reasons for the official closure. The hat left behind belongs to Mr. Ears, although the bear was the brand's public face. The media's choice of this specific accessory to illustrate the end of the entire chain suggests a prominent, albeit somber and historic role for the rabbit behind the scenes. The final closure in late October 1988 coincides almost exactly with the time frame of the events in FNAF 2. The melancholy image of the animatronics hat left on the empty table evokes the famous shutdown teasers from Scott Cawthon's franchise. An extremely old and worn photograph, confirmed as the earliest record from the 1960s. It shows only the rabbit and the duck interacting with children in a rustic room featuring wooden walls and background illustrations. This image proves that the restaurant operated with a much simpler setup in its early days. The modern show, featuring 4 characters, would only be implemented at the turn of the decade, with the original animatronics undergoing extensive design overhauls and mechanical improvements over time. The batch of promotional posters from the 1970 decade revealed the names and official titles of the core quartet, while simultaneously exposing a case of serious corporate negligence. An examination of the upper section of the posters revealed an obvious marketing anomaly. The posters were Born, Mr. Ears, and Pink display a circular logo featuring the silhouette of only 3 characters, the original trio. Interestingly, Chester's individual poster features that exact same 3 silhouette logo. This proves that Chester's introduction in 1972 was a hasty corporate maneuver to cover up the sudden disappearance of the previous 4th member. The mysterious robot with striped arms management immediately slotted the cat into the vacancy without considering updating the brand's official artwork on promotional materials. In the oldest photo of the dining area, the background displays the original logo, which featured robot silhouettes and a sinister-looking open doorway bearing the inscription "Employees only," swallowed by darkness. However, in later images from the 1980 decade, the signage had been replaced by an image of a leafy tree alluding to the name Cedar Creek. This drastic shift in visual identity suggests an attempt by management to rebrand the restaurant, distancing the company from the robot team following the controversies and disappearances of the 1970 decade. Ears appears in the background of the dining area, carrying a miniature version of himself, confirming that the chain profited from selling merchandise based on the characters. The most intriguing aspect concerns the true physical nature of these characters, a topic that has sparked heated debates over the decades. Critics suspicions 1970 decade. The local press accused Cedar Creek of false advertising. Skeptics insisted that such a modest roadside establishment lacked the budget to create robots capable of such fluid movement. The media claimed the restaurant used actors in costumes and lied about the technology to attract customers. Eyewitness accounts. In stark contrast, customers and children who interacted directly with Born, Mr. Ears, or Pink swore they were real machines. The accounts were unanimous. Upon hugging them, one could feel a rigid, cold metal structure beneath the padding, accompanied by the sounds of hydraulic clicks and intense internal mechanical noise sounds impossible for a human body to produce. Consolidated and updated timeline 1963 to 1988, June 4, 1963. 2 families found the first restaurant. The initial operation, during the 1960 decade, features a rustic atmosphere and highlights the duo formed by Mr. Ears and Pink. May 1970. The chain undergoes modernization and launches a new show featuring 4 animatronics. Born, Mr. Ears, and Pink share the stage with a 4th, undocumented member speculated to be Mr. Greens, the owner of the striped arm. February 1972. The original 4th member mysteriously disappears. Management introduces Chester the cat as the most loyal, using posters that still display the old 3-character logo to mask the transition. June 4, 1973. Marking exactly 10 years of history, the brand expands and announced the construction of its 3rd location in the city of Millbrook. May 1978. The restaurant reaches the peak of its popularity. The media praises the venue's high-tech features and innovative ball pit. The brand begins a rebranding process, replacing the robot figures in the logo with a minimalist tree design in an attempt to refresh its identity. October 22, 1988. The end of an era. After exactly 25 years of operation since its founding, the last remaining location in Millbrook closes its doors for good. Born the Bear disappears, and only Mr. Is black bowler hat remains on the empty table. Here are the newspaper clippings up close, so you can read them.